Today we want to talk to you about the UFO. With the USBC rule change coming here, in August of 2020, you're not allowed to have a balance hole in your bowling ball anymore. So this was one of the mindsets that Hank had been working on, and I'll let you get into it. I mean, this was something that took a long time to develop.
So the original premise behind the design was, let's take a really kind of a performance-proven shape, which we know in a symmetric ball, we know like there's been many over the years. It's a light, well, we could call it maybe a light ball type shape. So you create a real heavy center mass in that main body of the weight block, and then you extend a cylinder off of it to create a little more differential or length to it. So now when we punch holes in it, we start punching holes into the weight block. So when we punch holes into the weight block, we change it a little bit. So then as we punch another balance hole into it, we change it again. So the idea was, well, I'm going to take that basic premise behind that design, and I'm going to create that first cavity. If you look at the top of that, you notice it's an elliptical cavity. So that if I turn that about 90 degrees either direction, I really don't touch the weight block so much. So now I'm not changing dynamic integrity of that ball a lot. But now if I had to put balance holes down at the bottom, I'm going to usually put them at anywhere from 45 to 90 degrees from that thumb. So those two bottom cavities in this core give us that secondary that we're eliminating mass. So now I still kind of mimic the idea of having a balance hole in the bottom of that shape. So now we've got something that we've got like kind of the benefits of both worlds. And so try not to make the RGs too low, and then put a huge cover on it.
Right.
I mean, we put this Microtrax S20 cover on it, so it's a huge cover.
Yep.
We raise the RG just a little bit, 252 magic number. We can't create these holes in it, but I can predetermine and pre-create some cut masses to kind of develop that, hey, no matter what, before and after drilling, I'm not messing with it too much.
Yeah, and I think that gets into, not only, and we've talked about it before, the technology behind this core design, but it's also, it makes it, and with this new rule change coming into effect, it makes it crucial on the layout of the ball. And that's really one of the things, and I know you and I get quite a few, and even our tech guys here, the inquiries about it, it's really crucial on getting a proper layout based on how you throw the ball. And now we're into the spot of, having the benefit of these cavities built in there. Again, it's still going to be the pin to PAP distance based on how you throw it, because everyone's different, and where you maneuver and position those. And like Hank said, you start tilting and you get that big cavity, a thumb's usually going to fall right into that. But we wanted to really touch home on this UFO because, again, this is new technology. This is forward thinking. This is my man Hank doing what he does. And then, I get to, as he comes conceptualize, does his thing, then I get to do the other part of it of, coming out with the green, blue, and purple. And people even say that, oh, it looks like a beginning of Marvel S. Well, actually, that is purple. It's not black. So it's a sky blue, neon green, and a deep purple. And just to get, something different, make it recognizable. But again, the layout is crucial. There's definitely something to this technology. And again, it's forward progress. But yeah, that's, and like Hank mentioned, it comes out with a Microtrax S20. So it's our newest version of the Microtrax cover, which is our nano-based material. So it's got some texture, it's got some particle in it. The newest formulation this fall. Again, it's not, even though it's a strong reactive cover, it's not going to bog down per se. Even if you put some surface on it, it's not going to be super early and super grabby and slow down. And then, like Hank said, getting the magic numbers in the core, getting that 252, falls, if you pay attention to core numbers and stuff like that, kind of falls in that same line as the cell, if you're just throwing that out there for food for thought. So with this, you're going to see that almost symmetrical type shape as you kind of keep moving. It's going to keep rolling and wanting to come around the corner, and you're like, well, this is not like an asymmetrical ball I'm used to seeing. So we're definitely on to something new, something out of this world, if you will.